So we are going to continue our study of Mareh Yaakov, and this week's Parsha we're going to, as we always do, try to apply the techniques that we've learned to something that we read this week. We read this week Parshat Lech, and Parshat Lech has one of the miracles of the temple that Rashi describes, actually earlier, that is hidden in a word that is of debate as to whether this miracle actually happened or not. The Gemara in Shabbos and Rashi there argues whether this actually happened or not.
The Tachash?
No.
What?
It's a secret. It's okay.
Whether the miracle happened or not.
Whether it happened.
Well, there's a machloket as to whether it happened or not. There's one view that it did and one view that it didn't. So the outer structure of the Mishkan had beams that were up and down, and then they had braces along the sides so that the beams would stay stable. Each side had 5 braces. 4 of them were on the outsides and would be attached with a bracket from one to the next. They would go half the length of the Mishkan. And the Mareh Hatichon, the main one, Betoch HaKrashim, what did it do? There was a hole that they drilled inside each of these uprights, and it went through that hole from Min HaKatzeh El HaKatzeh, from one end to the other. The length of the Mishkan, 50 amos, so therefore you've got this 300-foot long single beam of wood. But not only that, when we're talking about these brichim, these braces that there were, the word brichav, its braces, is written chaser. It's written missing a letter. It's written instead of Beit Reish Yud Chet Yud Vav. It's written Beit Reish Yud Chet Vav. No second Yud. So there's always the concept of ktiv and kri, the way that something is written and the way that it's pronounced. So we know from Masorah that this is brichav. It's multiple braces, but it's written as bricho. It's single brace. And the Gemara in Shabbos, Rashi there, says that this one brace that went through the middle, what it did is they put it went through, only 3 sides had these braces. The 4th side had to have the opening where they were coming in and out of the Mishkan. So what it did is it went through one side, and then it actually curved around, went through the other side, and then curved around and went through the 3rd side. So in fact, this was not brichav. It's multiple main braces. It was bricho. It's single main brace. Now, if we want something that is going to stand out, we are going to have
like a C shape, right? Like C.
Yeah.
We are going to have a word that is going to be isolated. So the word before has to have a pause, and the note that tells us about it has to have a pause. Now we've already been told that it's been constructed that it was to be constructed this way, and that Moshe has to come and Hukam HaMishkan. The Mishkan got put together. It wasn't that he necessarily was following a set of instructions. It's just that he knew from Nevuah how to do this, and nobody else knew how to do it. So it just sort of came together. And we've got something miraculous that's happening that was hinted to before, and here he's doing it together. So we have the word before ending with a katon, with a note that has a pause afterward, and then this word referring backwards, because we've already been given the instruction about how to make this 3 parshiot before, and so therefore we have a tipcha that refers us backwards to that how it was supposed to be made, with a pause afterwards. So this thing stands alone because we want to say that this is how the Mishkan was able to stand alone, that it had this miraculous support that actually bent around corners. So hidden within the word and within the note. And we'll pause there and we'll find our place again.